Probably the most Herculean effort that took place early in the game's life was the hunt for Noita's glyphs. Encoded texts written on the background of the world in various locations, most of which are extremely well hidden. I already made a video focusing on the secret orb room glyphs, which you can watch by clicking the card right here, but this video will focus on all the other glyphs which reveal to us the remainder of the known lore. We'll be tracing a path through all 12 glyph locations, uncovering them in order, decoding them as we go, before I then go into more depth and talk about what I think they mean. Anyway, massive spoiler warning, let's go. If you've beaten the game, you've probably already seen this first passage, since it's located right above the boss arena. It's also by far the easiest to find of all these glyphs, so expect the other ones to be a bit out of the way. Anyway, once decoded, these read, "Who do you worship? Who is your god? Your real god? You don't even know it. You don't even understand it. You understand so little that we pity you. Poor little thing. You've come so far, yet you have so far to go. Or maybe you understand more than we think? You're reading this? Do you even know who your god is? Your true god, the god of gods, the one true god. You think we're the false god, but we created your god, and your god of gods, and you, and your free will, and this world, and all the worlds. All of it. We allowed you to have free will. Think you have free will? You poor thing, you don't. You think we are the monsters. We're not. Who is the real monster? Your god is. Your god of gods is the real monster. Your true god is the real monster." Wow. Anyway, like I said, I'm going to show you where they all are first, and then we'll talk about them in more depth. From here, it's a short trip over to the next location, though we'll need a way to traverse lava because the glyphs are actually beneath the lava to the left of this statue, covered in extremely dense rock, or EDR. You come here seeking answers? You think we have all the answers? We don't not. You think we are so different? We are the same. We both serve the same god, the god of many gods, the god we've created. You think you're destroying us. You are not. You are helping us. So we're helping the god of gods. Interesting. From here we have to head down and to the right, deeper through lava and rock, until we can read, "You think you can destroy us? You will not destroy us. We gave you your free will. We made this place, and not just this place, all the places, all the dimensions, all the free wills. You think you've come to steal from us? No, we stole from you. We stole your time and your money and your sanity." They've stolen our time, our money, and our sanity? Now we have to go on a bit of an adventure. First, we continue to mine through the EDR until we enter Hell. And then we have to pass all the way through to the far left of this demon and lava-choked area. Once we find the home of the essence of water, we have to mine down beneath it, until, at last, the words are uncovered. This is very clever of you. Very clever. We're impressed with you, knower-to-be. And now for the most difficult to find set of glyphs. For these, we have to dig back to the right. Soon we'll emerge into an enormous hell chasm. Slowly descending to the right, we'll eventually find land. Carefully crossing this, we must then pass yet another chasm, dig through even more EDR, before ultimately arriving in an endless abyss of lava. Finding the glyphs is a bit tricky. I'm using lava to blood, which produces a large amount of blood and water, so as I search I have to try to disperse some of this liquid. An easier way would probably be to use the freeze field perk with luminous drills. Finally, after completely missing it, we uncover the text, which reads, "While we're impressed, we must ask you this. Is it really worth transcribing these? Do you really expect us to reveal the real secret? We can tell you this, it is possible, but ever we don't know how." So you might be noticing a theme to this. At any rate, let's continue. Because for the next one, we must head all the way up to the lava lake next to the mines and the chasm connecting them to the snowy depths. And trust me, getting back there is easier said than done. At last, we arrive at the area beneath the lava lake and have to dig down here until we start to uncover yet more glyphs which read, "We know what you are after, but it is not here, nowhere to be." For the 7th glyph passage, we just have to head to the top of this chasm and then across the lava lake to the brickwork of the first holy mountain. Not far down, we'll find the glyphs, which read, "Why? Why did you look here? What answers are you trying to find in here?" At this point, I'm not even sure. From here, we have to head down to the Hisi base. Once here, we'll dig through the far right into the hidden holy mountain, and then down on the right side of this one until we're just above the jungle, and then we work our way even further directly to the right, until we arrive at the 8th set of glyphs. Why must you go destroying everything? Why? For glory? For your precious god of gods? Is it really worth all this? Is it? Is it really? It is worth it. Always. Now we have to head all the way back up to the beginning of the game for glyph passage number 9, which, incidentally, I've already showed as an example in my previous lore video, but I have to show it again since it is part of this set of 12 glyphs. And here we are, at the most familiar site in all of Noita. Now let me just destroy this serene beauty by demolishing this mountainside. And we have uncovered glyph number 9. Devoted seeker of true wisdom, know this, we are watching you. Which, as I said in the previous video, is pretty creepy. From here, we head back down into the cave, past the mines, through the snowy depths, to the magical temple, through which we must progress to reach the orb room. Once at the orb altar, we have to dig down past the brickwork and through more EDR until we can read, "Why are you doing this? Why are you reading this? What do you think you will find in here? The answer to the treasure?" After this, we have to head down 2 more floors to the jungle and the 2 leftmost holy mountains at the bottom of it. Here, at the space between these holy mountains, we dig down until we see this seam in the brickwork, beneath which is glyph number 11. What do you worship? You don't even know it. You think you know the answer, but you don't. You think the treasure will satisfy you, but it won't. You don't even know what you're seeking. You think you do, but you don't. And finally, we're on our way to the last glyph, glyph number 12. Located just 1 floor down, deep inside a wall of extremely dense rock, left of the holy mountains separating the vault from the temple. We're just gonna black hole our way to the left until we see the room housing the teleporter to the tower, and then we're gonna turn and dig upwards until we find our final set of glyphs. You gave your free will to the true God. Why else would be here? Why else would be reading this? We wanted you to come here. We wanted you to read this. You think you have free will? We made you come here. We made you read this. It almost seems to be pleading with us. Anyway, so taking a look at all of these at once, we can see that they're all in the voice of the one true God, which we consider to be a false god. We already know of 3 gods, which were mentioned in the glyphs of the previous lore video, nature, magic, and technology, which were hatched from eggs carried by a bird. So, based on passage number 1, that bird seems to be our god of gods, which this god is calling the real monster. And that real monster is responsible for the creation of technology, magic, nature, and all the creations of nature, including us. So, the writer of this runic language created the bird and thus everything else, and seems unhappy with its creation. But apart from the actual lore of alchemy and Finnish mythology, the Kalevala and the Sampo, which is the item we are seeking being guarded by the boss, the fact that we might be a shaman entering the land of the dead in order to stave off some calamity, like a time loop we might be stuck in, since when finishing the game in the default manner, we see a golden statue of one of our former selves predicting our end. We die as the world turns to gold because we made a mistake and did not achieve true knowledge. Then there's the normal mountain altar ending, which lets us survive to wander the world of gold and admire our handiwork. until we realize there's nothing. It's meaningless, and we're forced to kill ourselves or just start a new game. Apart from all of that, it makes sense to read these in the voice of the developers, because they created all of this. They gave us the rules, our free will, and they're talking to us through the game, testing us, seeing how far we'll go in the search for secrets or higher meaning. And at the same time, we're helping them. The game is still in early access. Perhaps by showing them just how far we'll go in the search for secrets, just how deep into the game we'll dig, it's helping them, because we're bug testing, and also potentially giving them ideas for further development of the game. With this collaborative spirit in mind, please let me know, let us all know down below in the comments your take on all this, your ideas and your theories. Let's work together on this as a community. Oh, and as an added bonus, before I forget, these say, what you deserve. Pretty ominous, eh? Anyway, now I'll see you next time. Have a great day.